Isiah, is this facing this potent LSU offense that so much has been made about all year long, kind of the ultimate challenge for y'all as a defensive unit? Is it kind of an ideal opportunity for you? Just, I imagine that you'll be doing a lot of spying of Joe Burrow.
I mean, honestly, yeah, the offense, they're really, really good, obviously. Now, number one scoring offense in the nation, Heisman quarterback, good call, this keeps going on. But yeah, they're very, very elite offense, and the mistakes we made last game, we won't be able to make this game. They'll definitely be elite.
Isiah, what do you think about the bad rap that the ACC gets, especially compared to conferences like the SEC from a national perspective?
We get it every year. Everybody always says we don't play anybody, but when it comes to games against ACC, Big Ten, I'm pretty sure like in the last 10 we lost one, and it was to Alabama 2 years ago. So at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter to us inside our team because each and every week we just focus on playing ourselves and not losing to Clemson, opposed to losing to an opponent. We don't want to play down to an opponent or play up to an opponent, however you want to take it. So, that's going to float around, I'm sure, continue to float around until, I guess, we prove ourselves otherwise. But I don't think that really affects us at all, just with how we think.
Do you see a difference in competition when you play teams, especially some of the better teams from that league? Is there a difference in competition from what you see in the ACC?
I mean, not necessarily. They say we don't play anybody, but like these teams are undefeated too. So do they not play anyone either? Because we played undefeated Ohio State. We're gonna play undefeated LSU. So if they're beating all these teams really bad, just like we beat our conference bad, so like I don't know if that necessarily means we don't play anyone, or do they not play anyone either? So I see a lot of similarities. So you can take it how you want it.
After hearing that criticism all season long, did it feel maybe a little extra sweet to kind of shut up those critics and change that narrative a little bit after Ohio State?
I mean, not really. I'm just trying to accomplish our team goals. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to prove any media people wrong. I've kind of been used to being like counted out just throughout my career. It wasn't like a high recruiting thing. A lot of big schools turned me down and all that. So all that kind of stuff doesn't like motivate me to prove people wrong with that.
When you say you can't make some of the mistakes you made against Ohio State, what were some of those that you kind of self-scouted on film study?
We just came out. We just played sloppy. Just the little things, little technical things that we need to do within the scheme, just to play our best football. And I don't think we played our best football at all, even close to it. It's not like guys were busting coverages or anything or busting assignments. It was just the little things, like the game within the game, to where we need to be better, just more technically sound.
Even despite the yards you gave up to Ohio State, especially in the first half, y'all were really strong in the red zone, holding them to field goals. Why you've done that all season? Why do you think that you are such a dangerous red zone defense?
I mean, red zone football. I mean, that's big boy football. So at the end of the day, I feel like really it comes down to the want to, and it's a lot less field to deal with. So it's like a lot of little, can't make as many mistakes at all. So just like buckling down, and guys, I feel like we get. Not that we shouldn't. We should be more focused down there than otherwise, but we really are being more focused and serious.
Isiah, a lot of hype has been surrounding this LSU offense. People saying that it could be the best college football has ever seen. No one has seemed to really crack the code defensively and stopped them. So how do you guys, not being able to watch what other teams have done because no one's been successful, how do you guys go into stopping Joe Burrow and their offense?
Hopefully we can just keep the score close in the fourth quarter to give ourselves a shot. Just covering people, tackling, and yeah, I mean that's really all you can do to try to beat them. It's not too complicated, just how you see how they play. A lot of big shots, very explosive offense. So just covering everybody up to our best ability.
This is the third straight college football playoff game that you'll have faced a really standout quarterback. Tua in the title game last year, a lefty with a gun. Fields had all kinds of qualities. What are some of the things about Burrow that jump off the film at you? Is it the arm? Is it extending a play? What are some of the
things? He extends a lot of plays and creates a lot of big plays when he extends them. A lot of touchdowns come from him scrambling, and he's had a lot of plays that jumped out to me, like him being taken to the ground and maybe he jumps up and throws a dart right on the money. So he doesn't have too many flaws. So it'll be fun to play him.
You've always
Definitely
said
a challenge.
you're just one of the 11, but I mean, I think it's kind of an interesting side story to this game. Everyone thinks he's going to be number 1 overall. A lot of people project you as a first rounder. This is an opportunity after the fact, not going into the game, but this is an opportunity for you to show that you're certainly as high level defensively as he is offensively. Do you have a thought on that?
I haven't really thought about that. I just want to go out there and just play my best 4 quarters of the year. I'm just trying to get better and better each and every week. I'm not thinking of it as a competition against him at all. We don't play the same position, obviously. So I guess other people could look at it like that. I got a lot of those questions with Chase Young, but we don't play the same position either. I mean, I'm sure all the scouts will have this game turned on. So I guess it's an opportunity to show what I have, but that's not really much what I'm focused on.
What did you guys learn from what you went through against Ohio State, falling behind, having to rally, having to hold them off to the end? Maybe you hadn't been pushed like that, of course, in North Carolina, but really pushed like that all season. What did y'all learn from that will help you against LSU?
I would say, like, it really opened our eyes knowing that, I mean, everybody knows that, like, if we make mistakes like that in this game, that the outcome probably won't be the same. The air gets thinner and thinner the further along you get in the season, and it's just like the little mistakes that absolutely get you beat. Like, we could get away with that early in the season, playing lesser opponents, but when it comes to teams that are even with you in talent and on both sides of the ball, then you can't make mistakes like that, regardless if it's offense, defense, or special teams.
Is LSU's offense, you think, even a step up from Ohio State's offense?
They're completely different. They're both really, really great, explosive offenses. They both have different styles, so it's kind of hard to compare.
Zay, you talked about just your journey to get here, being overlooked, being kind of under-recruited. For you being at this point now, being able to play in the national championship games and the college playoff games that you've played, how sweet has it been for you, and just how rewarding has it been to be able to kind of be in this position now for yourself?
Honestly, it's just been a blessing. In high school, I never wanted to settle for. I always thought I was good enough to play for the bigger schools, but I mean, obviously they thought otherwise. Just coming out of Kansas, you don't really see too many high recruited football guys. So I remember just sending all my film off to everybody. A lot of times, no responses, and now being able to get here, I feel like it's just like a lot of hard work paid off. I feel like it wasn't just like a coincidence I got here. I grinded each and every day. Just not being able to get the schools that I wanted, it made me just work harder and harder, do more and more each and every day, and I feel like it's just paid off.
Is your mentality different now heading into these last few days, knowing that you got a lot of scouts looking at you now? Is your hunger, is your drive, your work ethic any different? Do you turn it up even more now, knowing that you have a few more eyes on you?
No, absolutely not. You shouldn't work harder just because someone's looking at you. You win championships when the stadium's empty, when nobody's around. So just because the lights are getting brighter, I don't feel like I need to do anything different. Just go out there and be myself.
What kind of challenges are there for you as